Hi, my name is Muhammad Darwis bin Marais and my metric numbers are A202454. My speech titles are Shopping Addiction Need to be Stopped. Picture this: you wake up to a mountain of packages outside your door, shoes your belly needs, gadgets you forgot you ordered, and the trendy outfits you saw on TikTok just days ago. For a brief moment, it feels exciting, even satisfying. But then your phone buzzes with a low balance alert from your bank, and reality sinks in. How did it get this far? For many students, online shopping isn't just casual hobby. It's become a subtle yet a powerful addiction. With just a few taps, we can escape stress, boredom, or loneliness. Filling the void with the rush of a new delivery, social media influencers make every purchase seems like a must-have, and endless flash sales make it feel like we are saving money while spending it. But behind every packages lies the growing pressure of financial instability, student debt, and the anxiety of living paycheck to paycheck. The truth is, this cycle doesn't just drain our wallets, it quietly robs of our control, replacing real happiness with a fleeting satisfaction. It's time we recognize the trap before it swallows us whole. This issue is especially relevant to us as a university student because we are uniquely vulnerable to the pressure that fuel compulsive shopping. Juggling academic stress, part-time jobs, and the struggle for social acceptance, many students turn to online shopping as a quick escape for a source of comfort. For example, after pulling an all-nighter for exams, scrolling through the online stores can make up for the hard work as a small treat. Social media intensifies this by constantly bombarding us with influencers flaunting the latest fashion, gadgets, or beauty product, making it easy to feel left behind if we don't keep up. Limited budgets, however, make every unnecessary purchases more damaging, often lead to credit card debt or skipping essential expenses like groceries or textbooks. In extreme cases, students may even hide their spending habit out of shame, leading to anxiety, guilt, and damaged self-esteem. Over time, what starts as a harmless shopping to the latest sneakers or gadgets can quietly spiral into financial instability, emotional distress, and also distraction from studies, directly impacting both academic performance and overall well-being. I have seen firsthand how easily this addiction sneaks into our lives. I remember how a simple habit of scrolling through online stores after class quickly turned into daily shopping sprees for things I didn't really need, like a new pair of shoes, the latest phone accessories, or yet another trendy outfit just because everyone else seems to have it. I have watched my friends do the same. We would laugh about our add to cart therapy sessions, convincing ourselves that these small purchases were harmless rate. But slowly, the excitement faded. But what was left was the stress, dwindling bank balances, overdue payments, and the guilt of knowing we were spending money we didn't really have. One of my close friends once had to borrow money just to pay for basic necessities after spending too much on the shopping apps flash sales. We often joke about being broke students, but behind the joke is a real struggle that many of us face. That's why I feel this topic is so important because it's something we experience ourselves, and it's just challenges that affecting not just our finances but our stress levels, focus, and even our self-esteem. Shopping addiction is a growing problem that leads to emotional, financial, and academic consequences, but with the right awareness and self-discipline, we can control it. Before the problem of shopping addiction, how it often begin with emotional triggers and online temptations, the negative effects it has our mental health, finances, and academic performance, and finally the practical solutions like self-awareness, budgeting, and setting boundaries that can help us break free from this cycle. For example, shopping addiction is a growing and dangerous issue among the students, especially in today's digital and social media driven world. Many students turn to shopping as a way to cope with stress, anxiety, loneliness, or academic pressure, often without realizing that these were developing a harmful habit. For example, this is also known as a compulsive buying disorder. This behavior is recognized by mental health professionals as a real addiction, similar to gambling. A study in American Journal of Psychiatry estimates that about 5.8% of the population suffers from this condition. It's very crucial, right? The students are increasingly at risk, with online shopping platform offering 24/7 access to buy now, pay later services. It's incredibly easy for students to overspend and ignore the long-term financial consequences. Top of that, social media platforms like Instagram and TikTok flood students with constant advertisement and influencer promotions, creating pressure to keep up with trend and maintaining a certain image. In fact, in 2022, a bank rate survey revealed about 42% of Americans, 42% of Americans made impulse purchases based on what they saw on social media. The danger is the shopping addiction is often disguised as treating yourself or retail therapy, making it seem harmless. But the emotional and financial consequences are very real among the students. They can have long-lasting effects on their future stability and mental well-being. Another major problem addiction among the student is the lack of financial literacy and self-control. As a student myself, a transition into adulthood, many begin managing the money for the first time through the part-time jobs or maybe allowances or student loans without the skills to budget or spend wisely. A study in Klang Valley in Malaysia revealed that materialism and excessive internet use are significant predictors of compulsive buying behavior among university students. The findings indicate that the student exhibiting higher levels of materialism and internet usage are more prone to compulsive shopping habits. These studies underscore the pressing need for financial education and awareness programs tailored to university students to mitigate the risks associated with shopping addiction. Now, we that understand how shopping addiction quietly grows among the student, it is important to look at the consequences it brings. The effect of shopping addiction on university students can be far-reaching, impacting their financial stability, mental health, and academic performance. First, the financial impact of shopping addiction among university students can be devastating, often leading to debt, empty saving, and poor credit. Many students, particularly those with limited financial resources, rely heavily on credit card or loan services like buy now and pay later schemes to fund their compulsive shopping habits. These can quickly spiral into credit card debt as they accumulate purchases they can't afford to repay. In 2021, report by Credit Council in Malaysia revealed that over 40% of students were carrying a significant credit card debt, some owing up to 60% of their monthly income. As a student myself, there's a lot of students miss payments or only make a partial repayment. Their credit card scores begin to suffer, which can affect their ability to secure loan in the future or rent apartment in the future. Furthermore, the emptiness of saving becomes more apparent as money that could have been saved or invested is instead spent on impulsive purchases, leaving students financially vulnerable. The long-term consequences can be severe as many students graduate with not only degree but also significant debt and a poor credit history that will affect their financial future for years to come. Then, the shopping addiction doesn't just harm students financially, it also takes a serious toll on their emotional well-being. First, many students experience intense guilt after making impulse purchases, especially when they realize they spent money they couldn't afford to lose. This guilt often turns into anxiety as the stress of mounting debt, missed payment, or lack of control over spending begins to weigh on them. Over time, this emotional burden can lead to depression, particularly when students use shopping to escape problems rather than address them. A study conducted among Malaysian university students found a significant link between compulsive buying and depressive symptoms, with participants reporting feelings of worthlessness and low self-esteem after shopping sprees. It was very, very crucial for the university student. And lastly, the academic performance of students is also affected as impulse shopping can severe as distraction from studies. A 2022 study published in the International Journal of Educational Research showed that the students struggling with shopping addiction often perform poorly in exams and assignments due to a lack of focus and the emotional distress caused by their shopping habits. These negative consequences underscore the urgency of addressing shopping addiction and its far-reaching effect on students' futures. Given the serious emotional and financial consequences of shopping addiction among the students, it is crucial that effective solutions are put in place to prevent and address these growing issues. And to effectively address shopping addiction among university students, a combination of financial and education, emotional awareness, and also behavioral support is essential. So first, integrating financial literacy programs into university orientation or general education can help the students understand budgeting, credit use, and long-term impact of debt. So the research from the Asian Development Bank Institute in 2020 emphasized that the students who receive financial education are significantly less likely to engage in impulsive spending, highlighting the preventive power of financial awareness. Besides the main courses, financial literacy is also one of the most important things for the student to learn for better future. This is very important for university students. And in addition, universities should promote mental health support such as counseling services where students can explore the emotional triggers behind their shopping habits. Commonly, mental health was taken for granted in every aspect, even though many people suffering from it. Lastly, practically tools such as spending trackers, saving challenges, or accountability groups can offer students the structure they need to change their behavior. By doing this, they can track all of their expenses and budgeting how many they want to spend in a month. Therefore, there will be no unnecessary spending, or they can just cut off things that are important with a clear understanding of the cost, effects, and possible solutions. It is now up to us as a student, educators, and communities to take actions against the rising threat of shopping addiction. In summary, shopping addiction among students is a growing problem fueled by emotional stress, financial literacy, and constant online influence. It leads to serious effects like debt, poor mental health, and academic struggles. However, with the right support such as financial education and emotional guidance, these issues can be prevented and managed. Let's break the cycle by starting with small but effective steps. Set a strict monthly budget for the non-essential purchases and track every expenses using budgeting apps like Mean or Good Budget to stay aware of your spending habits. Unsubscribe from promotional emails and turn off apps notifications that tempt you by constant sales and discount. Before making any purchases, follow the 24-hour rule. Wait a full day to decide if you really need the item. If shopping feels out of control, don't hesitate to talk to a trusted friend, campus counselor, or financial advisor for guidance and accountability. Support your friends by organizing no spend challenge together, by replacing the shopping outing with free or low cost activities like hiking, game nights, or study groups. Together, we can raise awareness, build a healthier financial habits, and protect our well-being from the hidden dangers of shopping addiction. Remember, the true worth of student isn't measured by the number of trendy outfits in their closet, but or the latest knowledge they gain, resilience they build, and the dreams they pursue. As the saying goes, too many people spend money they haven't earned to buy things they don't want, to impress people they don't like. The danger of shopping addiction is that it quietly steals not just our money but our time, our focus, our future potential. If we allow this habit to control us, we risk sacrificing our goals for short-lived satisfaction. But we have to take the power to change by taking control of our spending habits today. We are choosing a path of responsibility, self-growth, and long-term happiness. Don't let temporary pressure define your future. choose discipline today so you can build a wiser and healthier tomorrow. That's all for me. Thank you very much.